Thank you. All right, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Andrew Ferlisch. I'm a co-founder of an open source open data project here in Portland. We work primarily with open data, and I'm also a research scientist, and we're going to tell you about open data. What is open data? Well, it's the converse of open source. It's data that's given away freely that you can use in your applications. A lot of this data nowadays is being used in mobile applications. It can be anything from crime data, where to find a bicycle park, bicycle rack, geographic data, demographic data. But where can you find it? Well, most of this data right now is being presented in data portals by government agencies. And this all started in the United States. And it really took off in 2009 when the Obama administration came up with the Open Government Initiative to encourage federal agencies to put their data online for people to use. And this is really growing big, because here in North America now, there are 375 government portals with data that developers can use. Canada's close with 95. We see it all over the world now. Almost every single country in the world, their governments are putting data out there for free. And particularly in Europe, you can see that they too have high numbers. But there are some countries that are really lacking. China, the most populous, 7. Russia, the largest mass for, and our friends in North Korea, 0. My next slide. Okay. One of the other things we do in our organization is we have a lot of developers who come to our website, and last summer we asked them to crowdsource a catalog of all the open data portals in the world. And as of last fall, we are now internationally known, thanks to our developers, as the largest catalog. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Washington and Oregon. We have data portals here. The state of Washington has one, King County, that encompasses, two dots. So one of the things I did is I used their analytics to find out what is people interested in. And for Washington, it was the usual suspects, crime statistics, census data. Here we go. Oregon, legislation, foreclosures, labor and unemployment. But what was really interesting was what was number 1 for both states. And in Oregon, voting. And Washington division. So your future and current legislatures and congressmen in the Northwest, water is important and recreation around it. Right. This is the Portland data portal site here. It's actually a great site. It's locally designed. There's a tremendous amount of data you can get to use in your mobile applications. Everything from street addresses, business licenses, crime. Jump ahead. Google, when they developed their transit API for mobile, for Google Maps, they used Portland as their test site. So Trimet has a tremendous amount of rich data related to transit. Also, there's a tremendous amount of shapefile data out there. That might have to do with the fact that SRI has a research center here. So those who work with shapefiles, there's everything, from bridges, fire stations. But we decided, let's take some of this data, do something with it. And so we decided to do a crime statistics. We looked at the crime data, the transit stops, business licenses, and we wanted to see, was there a correlation between crime around transit stops and alcohol establishments. And this was just the process that we followed here. We pulled it down, we converted the data into a common format, and wrote a program to analyze it. And what we found is we looked at transit stops, which had a high crime rate, and within 1/10 of a mile. And what we found in all those places, they have between 1 to 9 alcohol establishments, and that they were concentrated in the downtown area and Burnside. We then looked at low crime stops, and we found that almost all of them had either no alcohol establishments or 1. And then finally what we did is we looked at how crime flowed through the day, and what we found that it would start concentrated in the downtown transit center, and actually you could follow the transit routes to the outlying area and watch crime actually following. And for those who can take a quick picture, this is where you can get our tools. Thank you.